Okay,
That
cool.
way the quality comes better. All right.
Nico, I sent you the video you need to watch it.
All righty.
Anyone else coming in?
I think we're waiting on Carol Jane and Chris Danny's in the bathroom. You close the door, but usually we'll get too loud. Guys, listen, quite honestly, I can't remember the last time I've drawn an emergency meeting like this before for development. Like, all of you guys know my story, right? I showed you guys all the time prior to this program, I never read books, right? Growing up in Miami, Florida, me reading books didn't align with my lifestyle. This is probably the most impactful book that I've probably ever read. And I'm only on page 6, right? This is something I struggle with every single day, and that's overthinking. And I know that's something that some of you guys struggle with as well. Amen. So that's why I wanted to run this meeting. So it's gonna be all about perspective and mentality. Okay, so I'm gonna read off a few passages, then I'm gonna write everything on the board that I want you guys to write down. Guys, if there is any meeting that I've ever ran and you've never taken it serious, this is the one that you need to take serious. Because when it comes to this industry, guys, the only thing that's going to help you survive is your mentality and how you look at things, okay? There are oftentimes, guys, we get into certain situations and we're having a bad day, and we just equate that with just, oh, my life sucks. Ask yourself this question: are you having a bad day, or have you having a bad 15, 20 minutes, okay? So, let's start out by reading. And I want you guys to follow along, right? So, once again, this book is called Don't Believe Everything You Think. Why Your Thinking is the Beginning and End of Suffering, okay? This is just the introduction.
Who's it by?
It is by Joseph Ngayon. Joseph Ngayon.
What's it called?
Don't Believe Everything You Think. Why Your Thinking is the Beginning and End of Suffering.
I saw last name.
Nguyen. Joseph Ngayon. Alrighty, guys. So I'm gonna start by reading. After I'm done reading, like I said, I'm gonna write off my cliff notes on the board. Okay. So introduction, and I'm gonna repeat everything twice just in case you guys don't follow along. Introduction, right? What you will discover in this book. I'm going to read a quote. We cannot change what we are not aware of, and once we are aware, we cannot help but change. This is a quote from Sheryl Sandberg. Once again, we cannot change what we are not aware of. And once we are aware, we cannot help but change. Okay? I want you guys to think about that. We'll talk about that quote in a little bit. Now, to begin, you know the feeling. You sit down to accomplish a simple work task, and suddenly you are flooded with thoughts of doubt and self-criticism. Why didn't you do this task earlier? You're not good enough. You're probably going to fail at this task anyway. What if people find out that you don't really know what you're doing, right? At a company meeting, you try to be present, but you're consumed with thoughts of how much you hate your job. You want to quit and follow that dream that you've always had, but you know there's no way you can succeed in that. It'll never happen. And besides, giving up your job is too risky. You'd rather suffer uncertainty than live with the fear of uncertainty. It's better to not try at all than to try and fail, right? But it's not just about work. As you go about your day, this thinking follows you. An interaction with a friend causes you to spiral. Why did he say that? Why are they even friends with you? Do they think that you're weird? Did you say the wrong thing? Are they talking behind your back? Why are you so different from them? Why is it so hard to find friends? What if you end up alone? As you get home, you open your mobile device and you start scrolling. You see dozens of picture-perfect posts. I want you guys to really focus on this part, because I feel like the youngest, like the young generation, you guys have a problem with this shit. You guys open up social media and you believe that people are living happy lives. But you don't understand that social media was a social construct to make you feel bad about your life, to make you feel like you don't matter, to make you feel like your life is inadequate compared to somebody else. So really pay attention to this. As you get home, you scroll on your mobile device and you see dozens of picture-perfect posts, all of which are reminding you of everything you don't have, how the world is getting worse, how everyone else's lives seem to be better than yours. Why do you feel so behind? Why does it seem like everyone has their life together and you don't? When will things start working out for you? By the time you reach your end of the day, you're exhausted. Your mind has been in overdrive all day, overthinking, overanalyzing, judging every decision that you make. Now you're lying in bed. The rumination continues and you can't even fall asleep. All you want is a moment of peace, to be able to let go of the anxiety and overthinking that consumes your days. The vicious cycles of doubt, shame, and anger. To be able to feel the joy, fulfillment, and peace that always seems just out of reach. But that kind of change feels impossible. You've been trying your whole life, but nothing has lessened the mental suffering you experience every single day. You've concluded that life is suffering, and that's all there is to it. Everything feels hopeless, but this is only half the story. The narrative that you are living can be changed at any time because it is being written in real time by you. I am going to repeat that. The narrative that you are living can be changed at any time because it is being written by you in real time. Okay? Life does not have to be this way. Life is not suffering. Suffering is a part of life, but it does not have to be the majority of it. You are not fundamentally broken. In this part, I highlighted it. You are not a problem to be fixed, but a human who is meant to be understood. Through understanding yourself and how your experience of life is created in the mind, you can find peace. I'm going to repeat that one more time. You are not fundamentally broken. You are not a problem to be fixed, but a human who is meant to be understood. Through understanding yourself and how your experience of life is created in the mind, you can find peace. Right? How do I know this? Because it has been my journey as well. I refused to believe that this was all life was, so I dedicated mine to discovering how to end my own psychological and emotional suffering. On that path, I found more questions and answers. What is suffering? Why do we suffer? What is the root cause of suffering? Is there an off button for this kind of rumination in the brain? How can we stop overthinking? Can anyone find peace? Or is it only reserved for those who believe in certain religions, become monks, or attain enlightenment? Is it possible to find peace no matter what happens to us in life? Guys, I need you to understand something. Everything that book just stated, I thought. And I'm going to go back to this one quote.
That book is juice, I will say.
I'm going to go back to this one quote. Don't believe everything you think, while your thinking is the beginning or end of suffering. Where is it? It was one quote. This quote is what I struggled with my first 2 months in management. This is why I never networked. I never asked anyone any questions. I wanted to figure it out on my own. What if people find out that you don't really know what you're doing? Why did they get a promotion and you didn't? For the first 2 months, I tried my best to figure it out. I didn't call Gil, my promoting owner. I didn't network out, right? I looked at it as, damn, I went through 6 months of this training. I made it to branch management, and I'm asking questions that I should know the answer to. Why am I thinking that way if I've only been an owner for 2 months, right? So had I would have put my pride aside and understood that the way that I'm thinking is not something that's concrete, it's only momentarily, I probably would have put my pride aside and networked, right? If I was struggling with something, I probably would have called my upline. I would have called Richard Anderson. I would have called Gil. I would have called Ken, but I didn't do it. Because I'm looking at the damn, I made it to this position. I should know this already. I don't want to look dumb. I don't want people to look at me as someone that's incompetent, that I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I don't know how to run a business, so I'm going to figure it the fuck out. And what happened? I struggled. Me, Michael, and Trevor struggled for 3 months. We were struggling, losing people, back to back to back to back to back. I remember the first person that applied to this job, young kid, lasted about maybe 2 days, right? 2-3 days. 2 days?
2 days.
2 days. I remember him, young kid. I remember the first person that walked through these doors, bro. 2 days. He gave it his best, right? He tried his best, but I was like, whatever, LOAs, right? No, that's not what I was supposed to do. I should have networked. I should have figured out what is it that was so unattractive to this kid that made him want to leave. Was it the structure? Was it the fact that the office was empty? We were new? What was it, right? But I didn't network because I didn't want to look stupid. Do you see how harmful that mindset is?
It made you.
So when you guys are afraid to ask questions, when you guys are afraid to do certain things because you think that someone is going to judge you, you are only hurting yourself. Now, Cliff Notes. I'll pick it up later. Cliff Notes. Right? So, one thing that I want to talk about, guys, if there's anything that I learned in this business and in life, your mentality is everything. It is the only thing that you have. It's the only thing that you have any control of in this world is your mentality. Right? As I mentioned previously, I want you to ask yourself this question whenever you're facing adversity. Am I having a bad day?
It was a bad day having me.
Or a bad 10 minutes? Or a bad 30 minutes? Or a bad hour? Or a bad 3 hours? Right? Guys, life was never meant to be easy. It was never meant to be easy. I blame our parents. I blame society for not letting us know at a young age. Well, maybe some of our parents did tell us at a young age that life is not all gumdrops and rainbows and Skittles, right? But my parents, right, coming from Haiti, they think that the only way to be successful in this country is by going to school. That is the furthest thing from the truth, right? I'm a fucking high school dropout. There are so many ways to be successful in this country. Now, if we don't understand life and why things happen, we will always think life is shitty. Guys, let's start with your mentality. Okay? Now, I'm gonna talk about 3 topics. Okay? First one is gonna be social media, because this is a fucking epidemic in our fucking world. I'm gonna talk about support systems. And I'm gonna talk about surviving this program. Those are the only 3 topics I'm gonna talk about, then all of us can go. I'm not gonna keep you guys here too long. This is just something I really wanna share with
Well, the
you.
leaders can't because we still got to break down days and stuff. Or
Gotcha. Oh yeah,
Feedback.
feedback. Okay. So, as I mentioned previously, guys, social media, right? In my opinion, I don't care what no one says. You can argue with a brick wall for all I care. It was designed to make people feel bad about themselves. I am a firm believer of that. It was invented to make people feel inferior about themselves. Why do I say that? I'm gonna tell you why. I know plenty of people back home in Miami right now. They don't have a pot to piss in and a window to throw it out of. But according to social media, they're on South Beach every single fucking weekend. They're in all the bars, they're in all the clubs, right? Like they're driving Rolls Royces, and I'm like, brother, you live on 64th Street and 12th Avenue. That is the fucking ghetto, right? But to everyone else that follows him on social media, oh, he's the man. He's the man, right? Young kid by the name of Brian Nas used to work here. This is one of Trevor's old leaders. I'm sorry to open up wounds,
Brian
Trevor. I just want
Nas?
to tell this story.
I know him.
You live in Murfreesboro.
Yeah. Oh my
Ah, small
I
fucking
told
world.
you.
He does live in Murfreesboro. Yes, Brian Nas used to work here.
Wow.
Brian Nas made over $1,200 every single week.
What?
Every single week.
Killing it like
There
that.
was not a time that Brian Nas's check was
He
less
was
than $1,000
He
zero.
never rolled.
Never rolled. There was not a time that Brian Nas never made a sell, right? But Brian Nas had a problem with comparing himself to other people,
Oh, that's what we stopped.
right? So when you're someone that's constantly comparing your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 7, how the fuck do you expect to give yourself a chance? When you're constantly comparing yourself to anybody, right? Guys, life is not a race. It's not about who makes it to the finish line first. It's about who has endurance. It's a fucking marathon. It's about who's the longest winded person. It's about the person that can keep on going when his competition drops down and they decide to give up.
It's like the
Right.
tortoise and the hare.
Literally.
The size of the planet.
Literally, right? So I brought up Brian Nas for a reason, right? Now, me personally, what I'm about to say probably might offend some people, but me as a person who suffered from depression, who suffered from severe social anxiety, and I was an introverted person, depression is bullshit, and I'm gonna tell you why. I kept telling everyone, I'm depressed, I'm this, I'm that. I wasn't that depressed to stop smoking weed. I wasn't that depressed to stop going out to the bars. I wasn't that depressed to stop going to strip clubs. I wasn't that depressed to keep on posting on social media all day, right? So you bring me anyone that says that they hate their life, bring me their cell phones. I want to see what content they're consuming all day. Are you on YouTube all day? Are you on TikTok all day, right? Of course you are. Of course you're going to be depressed if you're sitting there, bro. All these young kids, my brother is constantly calling me about Kai Cenat and all this fucking bullshit. I'm like, bro, do you not understand what that shit was made for? It's to make you feel bad. It's to make you feel less about yourself. That's all it is.
Idle.
Mark Zuckerberg can act like Facebook was meant to quote unquote connect people, bring people together. That is bullshit.
I can
Because that
understand
person would
this,
sit there and put up a picture of their fucking ribeye steak and say, hey, look at me. You think they're gonna put up their fucking eviction notice that they just had on their door last week? No. They only show you the good. So when you sit there and you compare yourself to people all day long, how are you giving yourself a chance? I feel like I run lots of sales meetings, I run lots of meetings on how we're important to the client, but I don't really run enough meetings on my thought process and how I fucking, because I used to think like that. Where's the book? I used to think like that.
It's right back there.
That's how I used to think. And I still think like it from time to time. I'm not a perfect person. I still have things that I have to work on. But fuck, me comparing myself to people, that was a fucking disease that I had. It was a big disease that I had. I kept on comparing myself. I compared myself to my peers from high school. They're graduating. They're going off and they're getting their fucking degrees. And here I am in the streets of Miami trying to scrape up a few dollars doing illegal bullshit to fucking pay my bills. All I did was compare myself to people. And that's why I never saw any growth. I wasn't trying to fix myself. I'm just trying to figure out what does this person have and I don't have it. I don't know what the fuck he did for it. He probably could have killed somebody for it. He probably could have worked his ass off for it. Who the fuck knows, right? But when you're constantly in a state of comparing people, you're never going to give yourself an actual chance to be able to flourish and grow to your true potential, right? So that's my take on social media. Everyone posts the bad. Everyone posted the good. No one posted the bad. Remember that. So the next time you're on TikTok, next time you're on Instagram, and you see one of these fucking fake ass celebrities with a blue check mark and they're in their sports cars and you feel bad about yourself, just tell yourself this: the shit is fake. It's not real. That shit is not fucking real. Give me 1 minute, Claudia. Hey Claudia, give me 1 minute. I'm running an emergency meeting for my team and I will hop on the Zoom with you. So that's why I really wanted to run that meeting, guys, because I was reading that book and I was like, fuck, I know if I feel like this, a lot of people go through this stuff. A lot of people go through this stuff. And I say this all the time. The best way that you can be able to be successful in this industry, guys, is to have a strong mental callus. But sometimes it's like you can build up your mentalities in here and then you guys go home and all that shit will get erased. It'll get erased. Why? Because you're going back on Instagram. You're going back on TikTok. You're constantly comparing yourself. Right? You're like, oh man, I want to go to this Chris Brown concert. Who gives a fuck? Oh man, I haven't been able to watch this football game. Who gives a fuck? Who cares? Who cares? Why are you worried about that right now? By the show of hands, who's under the age of 21 here? Under the age of 21. Under. Who's under the age of 23?
Yeah, raise your hand
Under the age of 30.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, bro, you guys have your whole life ahead of you, bro. I find this industry when I'm 21 years old, and I stay in it until I'm 33 now. God can take my life if I'm lying right now. I'm a multi-millionaire. If I find this industry when I'm your age, I promise you. I kick myself in the ass every single day that I found this shit when I was 30. Every single day I kick myself in the ass. But that's not a good mindset to be in, right? Granted, I find this industry when I'm your age and I don't have this mentality, I quit my first week. So everything happens for a reason, right? Everything happens for a reason. So, next part I'm gonna go on, guys. Support systems. Why do you guys think that it's so easy for a stranger to support you as opposed to a friend or a family member? Who wants to take a stab at it?
Because your family don't want to make you feel bad.
Huh?
Your family and friends don't want to make you feel
Your family, okay. Let me put the
They
reasons here,
don't
right?
want you to succeed more
This
than
is
them.
literally all my problems.
Your friends and family.
My biggest.
And also
They
they
don't
see you
want
for
to
your
make you
old
feel
self, they
bad.
don't see you for the new version of yourself.
That's what the fuck I was looking for, right? They associate you with your former self and not your current self. It's not that they hate you. It's not that they don't want you to succeed. The idea of Annabelle, the idea of Bailey, the idea of Nico is not, bro, like this person in front of me right now is not what I'm used to. I'm not used to this person. It scares me. It's threatening me.
Now because I'm different.
100%. 100%. Right? I have a friend right now. He makes at least probably maybe like he makes like 5K a month running a faceless Instagram account. Right? And I'm gonna tell you what he told me. He said, bro, he failed 3 times trying to launch those accounts. But it's so fucking simple. When he tried to do it the first time, he tried to get his people to support his page. He would post the content, right?
They hate on it.
No, not even hating on it. No interaction. No interaction. He's posting it. He has over 1,000 people. And I can guarantee out of 1,000 people, he probably knows on a personal associate level maybe about 400 to 500 of them, because he's a promoter. He knows people. He's like, bro, for the first month, no one was engaging. No one was liking it. No one was reposting. Like, I don't know what the fuck is going on, right? He said the second time he tried it, he unfollowed everybody, all of his friends, made a new page. The second time he posted it, what the fuck you think happened?
Everybody was
Engagement, interactions, and he fucking blew up. Because he was marketing his page to people that he knew. So now the people are like, who are you, bro? I know you. I've known you since middle school. I've known you since high school. I met you at the bar. I met you at the freaking, what's the shit I like going to? I met you at Levels, right?
The shit you are going to.
Right? Who are you?
That's crazy.
Who are you? Who is this new person? So I know we heard a lot of things. Your friends and your families don't want you to win, or some people might hate on you. It's not even that. It's because the new person that you are, it conflicts with their imagery of what they thought of you previously. They can't get over the fact that you're trying to become a new Ann. You're trying to become a new Nico. You're trying to become a new Kenny. It doesn't resonate with them. So they're not going to support you. A stranger doesn't know you. This is why people come into this business. You guys get the most support that you've ever gotten from people that you don't know, as opposed to your friends and your family. Am I making sense right now?
Yeah.
So it's not that people intentionally hate on you, bro. Growth scares people. It scares people. And especially when it's happening in real time, they can't process that shit. Yes, sir.
The reason why growth scares people so much is because when you start to notice that they have to look at themselves and what they're doing.
And the truth is a hard pill to swallow.
Yeah, because they're not growing in the, so it just
The
shows
truth
on
is
stage.
a hard
They
pill to
stagnate as
swallow.
fucking life.
The truth is a
They're
fucking
afraid of
hard.
change or they're afraid of growth. So
Guys, the truth is a hard pill to swallow. I had to look myself in the mirror and be like, yeah, bro, you're a loser, bro. You are. Everything your mom is telling you you are, you are. No matter how much money. Bro, let me tell you something. You will never know pain until you think that all you have to do is get money to be able to help your mom out, and your mom knows that you aren't working and she won't even take a fucking dollar from you. That's when I realized it's not about money. It's not about money. It's never been about money. If you don't have something tangible, if you don't have something that you can leave behind, a legacy for your kids, for yourself, for your family members, or anything, guys, you're just going to become a plastic bag. Life is going to just take you wherever the wind is going to take you. And I'm here to tell you that I wish I had somebody telling me this shit when I was your age. I wish I had somebody telling me to read. I wish I had somebody telling me to come up with goals. I wish I had somebody telling me to put my goals down on paper. Do you not understand I am 33 years old? My first time picking up a fucking book was in this program. Prior to that, I never read. I never cracked open a book in my life. Last time I was in high school. That's a shame to say, right? I'm not too ashamed to say it now, because now my office is full of fucking books and I read every single fucking day. It's never too late. I'm getting you guys to understand this in one reason only. Bro, without this, not only this industry, life is gonna be hard for you. It is. I was someone that it was me versus me. I was my own worst enemy. I could find any positive and just turn that shit dark and muddy, bro. I was the biggest victim in the world. I pointed the finger at everybody. If I got fired from work, my boss was racist. He didn't like me. Despite me coming to work late every single day, despite me going off in the bathroom and going over on my fucking lunch break, nah, he's racist. He doesn't like me. That's a fucking victim mindset. It's a victim mindset. And until you guys understand, if you're gonna keep being a victim, life is gonna treat you like a victim. But if you grab that shit by the fucking horns, you're the one that's in control, nobody else. Bro, that has to be the most, bro, I'm only on page 6. And that's probably the best book I've ever read in my fucking life.
You only got that?
Huh?
Dang, that's
Page
got
6.
a lot going on for it.
Page
Just
6,
that
and I'm
book.
gonna be running meetings continuously off of shit that I fucking read. I
Can I
literally
borrow
came
it
up
when
with
you're
this
done with
in fucking 10 minutes. Half the meetings I come up with you guys is from books. I'm not that smart. Don't let this suit fool you.
You're pretty sharp.
I'm not that fucking smart.
Mentally.
I look at you guys, I'm like, fuck, bro, you guys are light years ahead of me when I was your age. I wasn't doing something like this when I was in my 20s. I was not.
They didn't have a 33-year-old mentor teaching them.
Huh?
You didn't have a 33-year-old mentor teaching them.
I mean, bro, like my mentors suck, bro. Like, bro, listen, you mix ADHD with teachers that don't get paid that much to teach, and you and you fucking get me, bro. Like, it's like, you know what what I'm saying? So guys, like I said, that's just that's literally all that I have for you guys. Like I said, as I read more on this book, I'm gonna be running meetings on you guys with these books every so often. I'm not gonna keep you guys here too long. I just really wanted to share with you because I had like a eureka moment reading this shit. And I encourage anybody, if you overthink, if you doubt yourself, if negative thoughts plague your mind on a daily basis, I beg you, if you have not listened to anything that I've said with your tenure here, get this book. Get it. I'm already on page 6 and I'm staying up tonight to read as much as I fucking can. Because this shit helps. That's all I have for you guys.
And can I just add to what he was saying earlier about the social media thing? When he brought up Mark Zuckerberg, I worked for Mark Zuckerberg for 7 years. I'm gonna just let you guys know whenever it comes time to making promotional
Hey,
posts
guys!
and things like that,
Let's give Kristan
he literally tells us to exaggerate everything to make it seem better. And if we post anything that makes anything look in a negative light, we are fired.
It's the truth.
That stuff is out there, and any person who's paid for social media, I took away my verification thing on everything because I was ashamed to even have it. I was verified on every single platform just because I was working with Mark and stuff. And I'm gonna tell you right now, anybody that's posting anything good, like what he was saying, it is literally all fabricated, and they get stuff sent to them that they have to send back.
Literally.
They don't even get to keep half the PR stuff that they're talking about. A lot of this shit is completely fake. Anything on social media, I'm gonna be completely honest with you, it's all fake.
The world
Think
is a
about the way
stage,
you post
guys.
on your social media. You're gonna post whatever looks the best. You're gonna enhance, filter, whatever you're doing. What do you think these people who are making their living off of that, what do you think they're fucking doing? They are gonna make you feel as small as possible so you buy their products, so
Exactly.
you try to be like them. In all reality, they're the most depressed, suicidal, fucked up in the head people that there is out there. You are better off as being a nobody than being at the top whenever it comes to that type of stuff. If you're at the top in that world, I promise you your mental health is absolutely shot.
Social media?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
100%, guys. When it comes to social media, I feel like that's something that plagues a lot of us. We love to compare. We love to be like, oh man, look at this person's awesome life and look at my life. Guys, never compare yourself to anybody. At the end of the day, God made us all different at the end of the day. And there's no reason to compare. Comparing doesn't get you anywhere. All it is like a child like saying, why not me? Why not me? Why not me? Right? And that was me. I compared myself to everybody every single fucking day. I compared myself in the fucking program. Right? When Shans got promoted before me, I'm not gonna lie, I was salty. Cause I'm like, damn, bro, I'm out here high rolling. I get more sales than anybody. I get more sales than him. How did he get his position before me? And that's a fucked up mindset to fucking have. Right? I wasn't here for the first 4 months when Chance was in Gil's office. I didn't see the work that he built. I wasn't shadowing the conversation he was having with his team. I wasn't shadowing the team nights. I wasn't a part of it. So how am I gonna sit here and say that I deserve it more than him? That's a harmful mindset to have, guys. Okay? So I recommend all of you guys, please, this book is only $12. Buy this book. It will change your life. I promise you.
Thank you, Chris.
I am better than
Yeah,
What do you want?
a picture of the
Everyone
notes.
needs a picture of it before I erase it.
I got you tomorrow.
Have a good night.
Don't get twisted,
Alright.
guys. Have a good night.